Bore da, a chroeso I ddinas Cardiff ac I seremoni radio Prifysgol Cardiff. Good morning and welcome to the city of Cardiff and to the graduation ceremony of Cardiff University. I'm Dr. Chris Turner, and it's with great pleasure that as a university director, I welcome you all to today's graduation ceremony. We are here to celebrate our students' achievements, and I'm particularly pleased to welcome parents, family, and friends to join in this celebration. I'm joined here on the stage by the Chancellor, the Vice-Chancellor, the academic staff, and the Students' Union representative. The Chancellor of the University, Professor Sir Martin Evans, will formally open proceedings, and then the proclamation will be read by Eleri Williams from the School of Welsh. Following this, the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Colin Reardon, will receive students to their award. Beside me is Professor David Skilton, the university's orator, and later he will introduce our honorary fellow. Honorary fellowships are awarded at our graduation ceremonies to those who have achieved international distinction in their field, and today we're honored to welcome Mr. John Reardon-Smith. Students, today marks a marvelous milestone in your life, as it does in the lives of those who have supported you over the last few years, and it's good to see that so many of them are here today. Now, I'm sure it will enhance your understanding and enjoyment of the day if we spend just a few moments going through the procedures for the ceremony. Now, for those of you receiving an award today, perhaps you thought that passing your exams was the biggest challenge in gaining your degree, but an even bigger challenge faces you today. You have still to cross this stage and shake hands with the correct person. Try not to seek your award from anyone other than the Vice-Chancellor. Now, the order of proceedings is included in the programme, along with the words used for the various stages of the ceremony and under the relevant heading. A presenter will read out the names of the students being received to the same award. When each name is called, the student will ascend the stage, walk towards the Vice-Chancellor, and shake his hand. Now, whilst past experience has shown this to be a little more challenging than it sounds, your approach to the stage and your return to your seat will be carefully guided by our specially trained marshals. So don't worry, once the ceremony is underway, it really is a case of follow the leader. When you leave the stage, you will stand with your group facing the stage, and the Vice-Chancellor will formally receive you to your awards. You will doff in reply, and you'll then be reseated by the marshals. When all awards have been received, students will be asked to stand to receive the university's greetings. Can I also invite you to clap after the Vice-Chancellor has admitted each group of graduates to their awards? And at this point, cheering and general whooping is also permitted. Finally, can I also please ask that you check to ensure that your mobile phones are switched off. Enjoy the ceremony.
Bore da. Good morning. Welcome to Cardiff, to St David's Hall and our 2013 graduation ceremony. I am Professor Sir Martin Evans, and I'm privileged to be Chancellor of this university. Congratulations. All of you sitting there, calmly, waiting to be admitted as graduates of this magnificent university, deserve congratulations several times over. First of all, congratulations on winning admission in the first place. Cardiff is one of the most sought-after universities in the UK, and admission standards are high. Selection, as you all probably remember, is extremely competitive. For every one of you sitting there, 6 or 7 other applicants were fighting keenly to be in your place today. I did say one of the most sought-after universities in the UK. I should have said one of the most sought-after in the world. Many of you have travelled great distances for the challenges and the rewards of Cardiff University degree course. Cardiff students are valued around the world for their skills, knowledge and attitude. Secondly, congratulations on your years of study here. Research-led teaching is one of the distinctive features of Cardiff University. Your lecturers are some of the most original and pioneering thinkers in their fields. Many of you will have participated in research projects, learned to ask new questions, to challenge conventional wisdom. Whether you stay now in academic research or pursue another career, I hope that the free, inquiring Cardiff state of mind will stay with you. We also pride ourselves at Cardiff University of involving you, the students, in the development and direction of our courses. This year, 79% of you took part in the National Student Survey, which means that Cardiff's response rate is significantly higher than the sector average. You gave us feedback on your experience in Cardiff in areas such as assessment, learning resources and personal development, and your opinions are very useful and will greatly help us in planning for the future. You here today need to be congratulated for studying at the fine academic schools represented here. The School of Earth and Ocean Sciences continues to offer its students a wide range of learning opportunities. Nearly half of you graduating today will have spent more than 6 weeks overseas during your degree, and more than 45 of you will have undertaken some form of industrial training or placement. In March this year, all non-marine programs were re-accredited by the Geological Society of London, giving Cardiff more single honours programs accredited in this way than any other university in the UK. Graduates from the school go on to careers with mining companies, environmental consultancies, natural resources Wales, and many more such. The School of Engineering has received independent recognition for its excellence in teaching and in research. Engineering students this year rated the teaching as amongst the best in the UK in the National Student Survey and scored in the top 10 of Russell Group universities for all disciplines. Graduates from Cardiff are highly sought after by employers, and students go on to work in a wide variety and range of companies and organisations, from Formula One teams, National Grid, Rolls-Royce, to small high-tech companies, into the financial sector, and, of course, into universities. Congratulations, too, on what you have brought to Cardiff and to Wales. In recent years, students have successfully combined study with setting up their own businesses. Their efforts have helped the homeless here in Cardiff and paid for clean water in Africa, among other causes. Sport plays an important part in university life, and again this year there's been an enormous contribution. You retained the Varsity Shield for Cardiff, and others of you have competed at the international stage in rowing, cycling, judo and more. One of your fellow students, Jenny McLaughlin, achieved Paralympic success and won a bronze medal at the London Games, which is a great honour for both Jenny and the university. Many of you have taken part in student volunteering Cardiff, one of the largest such schemes in the country, and have given more than 80,000 hours of most precious commodity, your time, in the past year, helping more than 900 people every week. That's magnificent. And you are a prime reason why Cardiff University is so valued in its home community. Congratulations to all of you who've graduated today. We all know what an achievement that is and how many individual efforts and struggles that success it has entailed. Congratulations also must go to the hard-working staff who have taught you. And I think very importantly, congratulations to family, parents, partners, husbands, wives, and supporters, many of whom will have given so much toward your success. We owe a lot to the support of parents, family, and partners, both moral support, guidance, and encouragement, but in many cases also considerable financial support. And I encourage those of you who graduate here today to send your heartfelt thanks to everyone who has helped you. Now, a word directly to you new graduates. Do enjoy today, but don't think it's all over. This is the beginning of your future. You're entering upon a process of lifelong learning, and your tutors will hope that much more than the knowledge they've imparted to you is the understanding of the methods of learning, of analysis, which should serve you well in all your days. Please go out into the community, your community, to educate, to explain evidence-based knowledge, to encourage thought, not prejudice, and to be prepared, please, to defend education. Derek Bok, the former president of Harvard, said, "If you think education is expensive, try ignorance." And Charles Darwin, whom I've been reading a lot of recently, says, "Ignorance more frequently begets confidence than does knowledge. It is those who know little, and not those who know much, who so positively assert that this or that problem will never be solved by science." And I personally feel that we really must be using our knowledge for the good of mankind. That I'm also keenly aware of potential abuses and misuses, and we're bombarded daily by partial and sometimes biased and misleading information. And I feel that far the best prospect for responsible application and regulation must lie with a better informed public. And you, the modern graduates, are there to provide that information. You may like to consider a perhaps pessimistic quotation from Francis Bacon. "Things alter for the worse spontaneously if they be not altered for the better designedly." It's just been pointed out to me this morning that may well be in translation. We're going to look into it. Or perhaps from Thomas Jefferson, whom I don't think was translated, "The price of liberty is eternal vigilance." Please be well informed and vigilant. And just to hammer home that last point, I'd like to quote from an address by Susan Rice, the permanent US ambassador to the UN. "Progress is the product of human agency. Things get better because we make them better. Things go wrong when we get too comfortable, when we fail to take risks or to seize opportunities." We're now in the second decade of the 21st century. You will be amongst the professionals who need to lead this and other nations, and it won't be an easy job. There's a lot to be done, and I hope you'll all leave here with a solid determination to contribute to the culture, welfare, prosperity, of your family, your communities, and of mankind. And I urge you to be the gatekeepers of good sense and the educators for tomorrow. Good luck.
I will now read the proclamation, first in Welsh, then in English. Nerth gwlad ei gwybodaeth. Boed hysbys I holl aelodau'r Brifysgol ac ar hyd a lled y byd, fod cynulliad o Brifysgol Caerdydd yn cael ei gynnal heddiw ym Mhrifddinas Cymru. O dan awdurdod Siarter Frenhinol y Brifysgol, mae'r cynulliad hwn yn cyfarfod I dderbyn y myfyrwyr sydd yn rhinwedd eu hastudiaethau a'i hysgolheicdod wedi hiaroli'n briodol yn unol â statudau'r Brifysgol ac wedi cael yn deilwng o'i graddau. Wrth ddathlu llwyddiant y rhai sy'n graddio yn y cynulliad hwn, fe'i hatgoffwn o'i cyfrifoldeb I gyfrannu o werthoedd y Brifysgol hon. Nod iddynt hwy i'w ceisio drwy eu cyflawniadau, wasanaethu ar lles pawb, ymdrechu I sicrhau rhagoriaeth ym mhob peth ac yn boeni am ddyfodol ein byd. Gwrandewch yn awchus ar ddoethineb, gan ei fod yn cynnig gobaith a gwirionedd ym mhob cenhedlaeth. Nerth gwlad ei gwybodaeth, a nation's strength in its learning. Let it be known to all members of the university and throughout the world that today in the capital city of Wales, a congregation of Cardiff University is taking place. Under the authority of the university's Royal Charter, this congregation meets to receive those students who, by virtue of their studies and scholarship, have been appropriately examined according to the statutes of the university and found worthy of their degrees. We celebrate the success of those who graduate in this congregation, and in doing so, remind them of their responsibility to share in the values of this university. It is for them to seek, through their achievements, to serve the common good, to strive for excellence on all things, and to care for the future of this world. Be attentive to wisdom, for it offers hope and truth in every generation.
I, Dr. Simon Wakefield, introduce those who have received the degree of Bachelor of Science. Rebecca Chanter. Ezaz Chowdhury. Christopher Clark. Thomas Dauncey. William Fergus Henry Davis. Daniel Dixon. Bryce Evans. Claudia Emery. David Gilfedder. Stephanie Ann Goodwin. Rosemary Gornall. Tara Fiona Lewis. Rhys Mackenzie. Katie Susanna Kalula Miller. Elliot Murphy. Selina Patel. Amy Robbins. Francis Smith. Alexander Thomas. Faye Eleanor Tomlin. Michael Varney. Thomas Sean Footman Williams. Lydia Rhiannon Francis Woods. George Alexander Adams. Roisin Ann Aldis. Gethin Michael Baker.
Good morning, everybody. At this point in the ceremony, when all the groups assembled, I say a sentence in Welsh to receive the students. And it's very important I should do that, otherwise they don't get their degrees, so I've got to get this bit right. I say it in Welsh. Most of you here probably don't speak Welsh, and so I'll tell you what it means. In fact, even those who do speak Welsh may not understand what I say. So, what it actually means is, through the authority conferred upon me by the university, I receive you to the award, whatever it may be, and all the honours and privileges pertaining thereto. Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol am ymryddiadroedd I mi, derbynniach i i'r rhagor mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I chorfforeini ar ardd hon. Congratulations.
Harry Thomas Benson. Catherine Bintcliffe. Mark Elliott Burnell. Tom Freegard. Kurt Gilmore. Robert Gurnett. Amelia Gingle-Jones. James Imhoff. Catherine MacDonald. Ryan Terry Maidment. Simna Elena Mihai. Thomas Muse. George Osman. Alan David Phillips. Richard Pointer. Callum Sebastian Roberts. Mark Thomas Roberts. Rachel Seaman. George Wilson. Samantha Michelle Chapman. George Churchill. Sophie Edwards. Robert Exworthy. Gareth David John Farrow. Lucy Flatters.
Trwy awdurdod o Brifysgol am ymddeiriadwyd I mi, derbyniaf chwi I raddbagor mewn gwyddoniaeth ag I holl freiniau ar radd hon. Congratulations.
Nurul Shafiqa binti Haroon. Matthew Holborn. Rebecca Jones. Thea Lawrence Davis. Alice Michieli. Caroline Milbury. Jack Morris. Selina Yasmin Noble. Joanne Marie Nuckley. Ellen Phillips. Leo Benedict Walsingham Phillips. Mererid Francis Quirk. James Silk. Luke Lewis Stevens. Andrew James Tatnell. Eleanor Tennant. Hannah Louisa Tidd. Lewis Turner. Samuel James Turner. Jonathan Watson. Xing Ping Wong. Hayley Louise Adlam. Joe Avery. Jasmine Marie Georgina Bedford.
Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol am ddyddiadwyd I mi, derbyniaf chwi I raddbagor mewn gwyddoniaeth ag I holl freiniau ar radd hon. Congratulations.
Joshua David Chipperfield. Oliver Collins. Emily Connors. Jordan James Cornick. John Jeffrey Jackley Dawes. Richard Thomas Dusgate. Rhiannon Evans. Alex James Gardner. Christopher George. Georgina Jane Holder. Alexander George Hook. Tom Mahon. Chloe Markham. Jack Alexander Middleton. Hannah Misson. Richard Moody. James Resi. Jessica Roberts. Catherine Root Stevens. Jack William Soul. Matthew Theobald. Tessa Wharton. Christopher Whitehouse. Zoe Colleen Heather Whitlock. Jonathan Charles Wilson.
Rwy awdurdod o Brifysgol ymwyddiadau i mi derbyniaf chwi i'r bagorfen gwyddoniaeth ag ei hoff reini ar radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Dr. Simon Wakefield, introduce those who have received the degree of Master in Earth Science. Alex Biddle. Stephen James Clesham. Feline Gowling. Rory Glyn Philip Hollings. Bethan Elise Phillips. Emma Marie Coward. Benjamin Ian Fussell. Sian Elizabeth Hodgkins. Catherine Wynne Jenkins. Anna Dora Mickis. Hugh Thomas Mython. Ian Ray Oglesby. Zoe Shoesmith. Rodri Thomas. Griffith Morgan Gigler. Jeffrey David Smart. Catherine Safina Jawed. Scott Bruce Armstrong. Abby Cherish Pennington. Fiona Piggott. Louise Skirm.
Rwy awdurdod y Brifysgol a yndyrioedd I mi derbynnu a chwi i'r addathro mewn gwyddordau ag I holl reiniau ar radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Philip Bowen, introduce those who have received the degree of Bachelor of Engineering. Rawa Al-Muzaini. Ahmed El Tayeb. Simeon Gao. Adiba binti Haji Hassan. Amthal Marafi. Jacob McKay. Sonia Sabui. Roshni Shah. Junqing Tang. Andre Taluk. Junlin Zhang. Jechao Zhang. Nasser Yusuf Mohammed Yusuf Al-Nasser. Christos Apostolopoulos. Tian Fang Chen. Timothy Ching. Ken Vui Chua. Daniel Derek Colinan. Nicholas James Curry. Joshua Michael Fry. Ho Him Ha. Sean Kevin Howell. Dewi Howells. Gethin Clan Jones.
Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol, ymddiriedwyd I mi derbynnu a chwi i'r rhagor mewn peirianneg ac I hoff reiniau ar ardd hon. Congratulations.
Akash Kaushik.
Abstenol.
Shushant Hashvardhan Kaseka.
Abstenol.
Kao Ming Mindy Ko. Venius Krinicus. James Robert Leeson. Nick Madani Bozog. Thomas Peter Mahani. George James Calvin Martin. Mahmood Suleiman M. Mohammed. Alistair Vivian. Chi Zhang. Zihang Zhang. Philip Babovich. Stefani Petrova Botusharova. Samuel Byrne. James Colston. Yaduvamshi Rajamani. Abdullah Sheikh. William Alexander Tompkinson. Mohammed Amir bin Hashim. Thomas Lee. Robert Callum Ello. Thomas Henry James. Omar Majid. Adityo Olafemi Openiyi.
Rhoi awdurdod y Brifysgol ymddiriedwyd I mi derbynnu a chwi i'r rhagor mewn peirianneg ac I hoff reiniau ar ardd hon. Congratulations.
Roshita Sharma. Jafar Mohammed Abdullah Al-Lawati. Oliver Dillon Edmonds. Oi Cheng Han. Chin Siang Kong. Shao Yao Liu. Mohammed Tayyab Naeem. Shadon Nan. Jack Parks. Kasim Sabir. Cheng Howat T. Samuel Jordan Ugali, Sisho Yao, Jaitong Zhu, James Davey, Richard Andrew O'Leary, Mohammed Mafazi bin Ab Samad, Mohammed Fuad bin Abd Aziz, Mohammed Luqman bin Abd Shakur, Mohammed Iqbal Ali, Rory Samuel Bateman, Grace Ellen Benny, Jonathan Robert Best, William Henry Brown, Lawrence Bryce, Andrew Bucknell.
Mae awdurdod y Brifysgol am redoedd I mi derbyniau pwy i'r rhagor mewn peirianneg ac I hoff reiniau ar yr hon. Congratulations.
Aaron Cockrell, Andrew James Philip Cook, Matthew Coop, Sheng Deng, Thomas Devine, Carwyn Hugh Frost, Jerry Fung, Pranav Gupta, Stephen Halbert, Benjamin Matthew Hemmings, Mohammed Nur Amin bin Hussein, Gregory Kemp, Philip Michael Kravich, Sumia Krishmo Murthy, Divya Lakhanpal, Hugh Andrew Len, Weihua Liang, Alexander Loma, Mark Madge, Peter James Martindale, Ignacio Mendez Benitez, Ahmed Zubair Mod Razali, Mohammed Amin Momanin.
Rhoi awdurdod y Brifysgol am ymddedoedd I mi Derbyniaf chwi i'r adbagwr mewn peirianneg ag I hoff reiniau ar yr hon. Congratulations.
Alexander O'Hare. Nicholas Owens. Thomas Parr. Maud Arif Ashraf R. Ismail. Gagan Prasanna Reddy. Joseph Rickman. Mohammed Afiq Roslin. Matthew Rustedge. Jonathan James Samuel. Hanning Shi. Wan Abdul Hakim bin Wan Abdul Qadir. Crispin Warner. James Weston. Alexander Wong. Alex Zardis. Ye Zhang. Kauthar Akbar. James Kim Ming Chia. Emma Louise Cotterill. Nicholas Economides. Lillian Amy Joyce. Christopher Morris. Angeline Thershenson.
Rhai awdurdod o Brifysgol am ddyledod I mi derbyniaf chwi i'r adbagwr mewn peirianneg ag I hoff reiniau ar rad hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Philip Bowen, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Engineering. Jessica Alice Ansell. Oliver Paul Bailey. David Matthew Blackburn. Chris Dixon. Samuel Alexander Fleischman Allen. Salma Hussein. Carl Ronald James. Thomas Luke Jones. Philippa Long. Elizabeth Side. Joel Wall. Robert Walton. Hannah Claire Albury. Felix David Xavier Irving Ardizoni, Stephen Andrew Clee, George William Davis, Cara Francis, Jeremy Littlejohn, Neil McCowan, Sarah Morgan, Brindavana Krishnan Nagendran, Jack Stephen Parker, Miguel David Pinto Ward, Helen Victoria Reid, Celeste Smith, Antonis Stiliano, Christopher Wong,
Rheolgyldodd y Brifysgol am ymddeiriaid I mi derbyniaf chwi i'r ddathro mewn peirianneg ag eich holl freiniau arall hon. Congratulations.
Joseph Robert Baxter, Thomas Ashley Bower, Jennifer Camilletti, Sean Carey, Joseph Chappell, Maria Khalafti, Kyriakos Homatas, Laura Surtau-Taite, Lindsay Connolly, Gareth Andrew Richard Edwards, James Evans, Thomas William Evans, Peter Evan Franklin, Brubeck Lee Freeman, Emily Jane Gibbon, Alexander Gibson, Craig Matthew Gorman, Joshua Leonard Green, Emma Hobson, Daniel Nicholas St. Ledger Jenkins, Gethin Priest Jones, Harry Jones, Richard Hugh Jones, Ahmad Kassan, Kimi Katebi.
awdurdod y Brifysgol a ymddeiriadwyd i mi derbynnu â chwi i'r addasgol mewn peirianneg ac i chwrfreiniau araf hon. Congratulations.
Jonathan Oren King, Toby Lander, Mitra Meheri, Joseph Andrew McAlpine, Andrew Mitchell, Lee Zen Ning, Kevin O'Donoghue, Luke Palmer, Panayotis Papouis, Jonathan Parton, Bradley Perks, Samuel Adam Rees, Yorios Skorletis, Oliver Luke Smith, Victor Solomonides, James Stainer, Byron Stone, Andrew Sutherland, Ashish Thacker, Peter Thomas, Stephen James Trahan Davis, Matthew Trotman, Claire Tucker, Caitlin Tyrrell, Gregory Jean Laurent van der Donk, Roman Volotsky, Keith Edward Watts,
Fe awdurdod y Brifysgol a ymddeiriadwyd i mi derbynnu â chwi i'r addasgol mewn peirianneg ac i chwrfreiniau araf hon. Congratulations.
Philip Robert Webber, Lucy Elizabeth Wilway, Paul Andrew Withers, Darren Wong, Mark Jonathan Yarno, Moses Getsky, Liam Aldron, Callum Thomas Clark, Danielle Greedy, Matthew Lloyd Jones, Richard O'Donovan, Rhys Anthony Bowley, Christopher Johnson, Andrew David Saundicott, Joseph Robinson, Matthew Peter Watson, Shafiq bin Abdul Laziz, Ahmed Adli bin Adnan, John Anderson, Joseph Bailey, Sarah Barrett, Emma Dominique Beddoes, Adam Bell, Sean Ryan Bevan.
Mae awdurdod y Brifysgol yn ymddedoedd I mi derbyniaf chwi i'r athro mewn peirianneg ag I hoffreiniau ar rad hon. Congratulations.
Santiago Borges Rodriguez, Lawrence Cameron, Andrew Lewis Cartledge, Billy Clegg, James Oliver William Cox, Jack Dunkley, Alexander Fulton, Iorius Alexandrus Iorulius, Barry Gladman, Nia Kristin Godwin, Ian Herriot, James Howard, Aaron Morgan John, David Owen Jones, Helen Lake, Chi Yuen Leong, Thomas Yesera Alberdi, Matthew Lawrence, Panagiotis Alexandros Markoulifas, Ryan Andrew Marks, Mohammed Ezra bin Mat Saimi, James Richard McGloin, Richard Miles.
Mae awdurdod y Brifysgol am ymddedoedd I mi derbyniaf chwi ar dathro mewn peirianneg ag I hoffreiniau ar rad hon. Congratulations.
Noor Alfika binti Maud, Hilmi bin Maud Shukor, Christopher Richard Gerald Norton, Matthew Simon Partridge, David Robert Pearson, Simon Pearson, Kevin William Penn, Benjamin John Puddy, Nicole Lauren Roberts, Tom Robinson, Annette Schwinkendorf, Joshua Taylor, Andrew Theophilus, Liam Thomas, Stuart Thomas, Alec Tomlin, Joe Tomlinson, Matthew Trainer, Richard Stewart Vaughan, Louise Waller, Noor Farah Ani binti Wan Hassan, William Windell, Aliyah Zulkifli, Stuart Hall, Jonathan Hosking.
Rhoi awdurdod y Brifysgol am ddeiadwyd I mi dderbyniaf fi i'r addasro mewn peirianneg ag I hoff reiniau ar rad hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Phil Bowen, introduce those who have received the Diploma of Higher Education, Mohammed Adi Hafiz bin Hussein.
I, Professor Karen Holford, introduce those who have received the postgraduate certificate. Manasa Lakakuma. I, Professor Karen Holford, introduce those who have received the postgraduate diploma. Francis Javier Craig. Catherine Sarah Louise Gray. Shithal Prasad Patanga Subarao.
Rhoi awdurdod y Brifysgol ar ymddiriedwyd I mi Derbynnu a chwi I ddiploma o lafeddedig ac I chwrthreiniau ar radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Karen Holford, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Science. Ivan Aparicio Aikin. Chiomo Yvonne Aniki. Jack Jones. Peter Don Jones. Sophie Kaprowski. Fiona Dawn Marks. Thomas Samuel Parkinson. Rosanna Pepiat. David Richard Soter. Mayrick Williams. David John Callahan. Fabienne Pierre Gaston Charles. Hanru Chu. Jeffrey Lewin. Carl Azupadi. James Alexander Wallix. Oluwole Daniel Adiyu. Daniel Gerard Ian Clifford. Raymond Jr. Hishawali. Mohammed Shakil. Thea Grace Cartwright. Emily Harris. Claire Hooley. Cameron James.
So awdurdod y Brifysgol am rieroed I mi, derbynnu a chwir ar athro mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I hoffreiniau ar radd hon. Congratulations.
Michael John Launder. Tiffany Jane Paul. Sarah Poulton. Kirsty Victoria Thomas. Joanna Marianne Davis. Michael Benjamin Ellis. Mark Jones. Peter James Duggan. Shi Gong Ju. Mr Masroor a Navid. Shahab Rabati. Mohammed Kamran Shahid. Jonathan Richard Batson. Christoph Krostek. Morris Robert Kaleho. Xingyu Fang. Soterius Gugelais. Declan Greenan. Monica Jaya Prakash. Edward Jolie. Lukulon Olatunji Kazim. Scott Gary Knight. Nikolaos Konstantinidis.
Rhoi awdurdod y Brifysgol am ddiedoedd I mi derbyniaf chwi i'r addro... Sorry, I'll do that again. Rhoi awdurdod y Brifysgol am ddiedoedd I mi derbyniaf chwi i'r athro mewn gwyddioniaeth a chi wrthreiniau ar ad hon. Congratulations.
Ryan Phillips. Agnieszka Teresa Poblaska. Omar Syed. Zenru Shu. Panagiotis Stratos. Ionis Triantafidlidis. Renin Tu. Hanlei Wang. Xi Shang. Rizwan Ahmed. Jadid Yusuf Bieta. Thomas Kenyon Brown. Mark Daniel Cowley. Nicola Davis. Blaine Morrison. Luwa Bamishi Tilopi Gumbungi. Joseph Geordie Porter Sabate. Fadi Ahmad Fasal Sheikh Yassin. Siti Alwani Zaini. Sulhazmi Mukhti. Naif Hassan. Pranita Limbu. David John Loescher.
Rhoi awdurdod o Brifysgol yn dyddiadoedd I mi, derbyniaf chwi i'r athro mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I hoff reiniau ar ad hon. Congratulations.
got page 19, yeah. Okay. I, Professor Karen Holford, introduce those who have received the Diploma of Higher Education. Mohammed Adi Hafiz bin Hussein.
Awdurdod y Brifysgol am y ddyddiadoedd I mi, derbynnu a chwi I diploma addysg uwch ag I holl reiniau rad hon. Congratulations, well done.
I, Professor Karen Holford, introduce those who have received the degree of Doctor of Engineering. Benjamin Nigel Carruthers Watt. Nicholas Roy Wigley. Benjamin Peter Wright.
Awdurdod y Brifysgol am ddyddiadoedd I mi, derbynnu a chwi I rad doethir mewn peirianneg ag I hoff reiniau ar rad hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Karen Holford, introduce those who have received the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Abdullah Al-Muhassin. Abdul Karim Alujaimi. Helen Louise Blundell. Hangshi Simon Chan. Panayotis Haralampidis. David Andrew Clark. Laura Jane Cotton. Sarah Elizabeth Darlington. Lois Frank Emery. Dominic Michael Fitzpatrick. Ala Gafur. Mario Javier Gonzalez Romo. Thomas Robert Gregory. James David Griffiths. Mohammed Nuruddin Issa. Rosemary Louise King. Peter Klimchich.
Rhoi awdurdod o Brifysgol ymddiriedwyd I mi derbyniaf chwi i'r ardoethedd mewn athroniaeth ac I hoff freiniau ar radd hon. Congratulations.
Isaac Amos Lagunda. John Licari. Luke Benjamin Livermore. Ekaterin Minev. Paolo Lucio Moffa Sanchez. Matthew Robert Pearson. Maruf Peruti. Mark Thomas Rees. David James Rao. Kamalanath Bandara Samarakun. Leishi. Daniel Huys Slocum. Ivan Dimitrov Stankov. Laura Rhiannon Trodden. Peter James Webb. Baris Use. Zubaida Youssef.
Rhoi awdurdod o Brifysgol ymddiriedwyd I mi derbyniaf chwi i'r ardoethedd mewn athroniaeth ac I hoff freiniau ar radd hon. Congratulations.
now invite all of you who have received your awards this morning to stand so that you can receive the greetings of the Chancellor, Sir Martin Evans, and Harry Newman, the President of the Students' Union. Please stand.
May your care ever be for the good name of the university and the well-being of the world. Well done.
You are now members of the distinguished alumni of the university. May your association with the university be cherished and be constant throughout your life. And may your care ever be for the fellowship of our university and the welfare of all people.
Now, before you sit down, I'm sure that all you very proud graduates would like to join in a long-standing tradition at Cardiff University at these ceremonies, and that is to pay a special tribute to your families and friends who have supported you in so many ways over many years, not least financially, and indeed to thank the academic staff who've helped you reach this important point in your life today. Can I therefore invite you to turn around to greet your family and friends and to say a special and public thank you to them all by giving them an enthusiastic round of applause. Thank you, and please be seated.
Vice-Chancellor, the Reardon-Smith family, their ships and their companies are an integral part of Cardiff's mercantile history. In the great days of the port of Cardiff, John Reardon-Smith's grandfather, Sir William Reardon-Smith, was one of Britain's leading ship owners and a noted philanthropist. One of his greatest contributions to Cardiff and to the nation was as a generous benefactor of the National Museum. During his terms as the museum's treasurer from 1925 to 1928 and president from 1928 to 1932, he's credited with utterly transforming the museum's finances and overseeing the completion of the museum's splendid east wing adjacent to the university and a major part of Cardiff's unique civic centre. The Reardon-Smith Theatre in the museum is, of course, named after Sir William, and more recently we have particularly fond memories of the bulk carrier, the City of Cardiff, launched in 1975. Indeed, so maritime was Cardiff in those days that scarcely a dozen years ago this university had a pro-vice-chancellor who was qualified to back a supertanker into Milford Haven. Many things have changed. We see fewer ships than when they used to come right into what we now think of as the city centre. It's amusing to fantasize that one might have visited Customer Collection at John Lewis by boat. Or that, had there been a gondola, one might have taken it to within a few yards of the entrance to the Park Hotel. Despite these indications of a great past, we are not here, of course, to honour John Reardon-Smith for his choice of forebears. We are recognising him for continuing a notable tradition of benefaction and service through the Reardon-Smith Nautical Trust. The trust was set up by Mr. Reardon-Smith and his brother Richard with their cousin Simon Davis to carry forward the work of the Smith Nautical School, later the Reardon-Smith Nautical College, established by Sir William in 1922. The trust is a registered charity which gives grants to young people to follow courses with recognised providers of nautical and maritime training and education here and abroad, relating to shipping, maritime law and commerce, navigation, sailing, oceanography, and the marine environment. Fittingly, the Trust favours courses which afford the individual first-hand experience of being at sea. Since 2005, the Trust has been providing valuable bursary support of our marine geography students in the Cardiff School of Earth and Ocean Sciences. Anrhydeddus East Ganghellor, cyflwynaf I ti John Reardon Smith, fe cymrawd Enrydydd Prifysgol Caerdydd.
Tai awdurdod adroddwyd i mi gan y cyngor derbyniodd chwi fel cymrawd Enrydydd Prifysgol Caerdydd. Many congratulations.
Good morning, Vice-Chancellor, President, members of university staff, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. I'm extremely privileged to be receiving an honorary fellowship from Wales's premier university on behalf of the Reardon Smith Nautical Trust. My thanks go to the awards committee and those who were responsible that nominated me and the Trust for this fellowship. It is an important recognition of the work that we and the university do together, which I hope will flourish. I'm delighted to receive it and to be here with you today. Congratulations to those of you who are graduating. You are not here today finishing, nor beginning, but you are continuing on a lifelong journey. I wish you all every success in your future career, and may you strive to achieve your ambition. Good luck, and thank you.
As Chancellor of this university, I now have the duty to draw these proceedings to a close. This occasion is naturally one of the most pleasurable in the university calendar, and it's a joy to be on this platform and to see the pride and relief of all the new graduates as they cross the stage. It's wonderful too that we've had the opportunity to share this occasion with today's illustrious honorary fellow, John Reardon Smith, and his real inspiration to us all, and for the contribution he's made to the shipping industry and to charitable works. And I trust that the pride and joy that you feel today will stay with you always. In the years to come, I hope you'll look back at your time in Cardiff University and realise that the happiness you have experienced, the friendships you have made, and the depths of knowledge and experience you've gained have all served you well in your journey through life. Today, you're joining the worldwide family of Cardiff University alumni. It's a family that helps you stay in touch with each other and, of course, with us. And I hope you'll remember and share your experience, and you'll come back to see us often, and you'll continue to support us so that new generations can benefit, as you have done, from the outstanding teaching and learning here at Cardiff University. So, on behalf of Cardiff University, your academic staff, the officers, your fellow students, and that great body of alumni throughout the world, I wish you every success in the future. Good luck and safe journey home.